You've just spent weeks, maybe months, tracking your calories, watching the scale weight come down, training consistently, taking photos every single week, probably checking in with a coach, and finally you have reached your goal. Now what? Because here's the truth, if you haven't got a plan for when the diet is finished, there's a very good chance you're going to gain a lot of the weight back that you've just lost. And today I'm going to go through some of the biggest mistakes that people make and how you can avoid it to make sure that you stay lean after all of your hard work. First of all, who am I and why should you listen to me? Well, my name's Chris Smith. I'm an online coach and personal trainer, and I've been in the fitness industry now for 10 years. I've helped hundreds of people drop body fat, get lean, stay in shape, do photo shoots, get fit for competitions. I've been through the process multiple times myself, so I've got a decent amount of experience in this area. Having just done a photo shoot, also whilst juggling my 18-month-old daughter, looking after my crazy Cocker Spaniel Milo, and juggling my clients at the same time. And over the years, I've noticed a few problems that pop up after a diet, and we're gonna go through them now with you so you can avoid gaining that unwanted fat back. One of the biggest problems I see is the mindset of people once they have finished the diet. You see, people think that getting in shape is hard, but it's actually staying in shape which is the hardest part. And I get it, you're looking forward to that moment when the diet is finished, you're allowed a takeaway, you can potentially have a couple of beers, and you can relax for a little bit. But this is the problem. One bad meal turns into a weekend turns into a week, maybe two. Scale shoots up 3 or 5 kilos. You start to panic and you feel like you've ruined everything, which brings on more comfort eating, and before you know it, you're back to square one, needing another diet, having regained all of the weight that you've just lost. And it's not because your metabolism's broke or your body wanted to regain the fat, it's because you've stopped doing the things that got you in shape to begin with. And I've actually done that myself as well, so I am speaking from experience in this part. And before we go through the next bit, if you have just finished a diet and you want to eat more without gaining body fat, download my free guide, How to Eat More and Stay Shredded. The link is in the description, you'll copy for free. One of the main problems after a diet I see is people stop tracking calories altogether. Get it, you've been religious with tracking calories over time, which has now got you into shape. But just because you are finished dropping body fat doesn't mean you have to stop tracking calories. Problem number 2 is you start to eat like you did before the diet started. Having takeaways every single week, drinking beer every single week, bits of junk here and there. Just popping to the shop on your lunch break to grab a quick meal deal. Sugary drinks, not focusing on your protein, and sugars in your coffee. And before you know it, those bad habits that you had before have started to creep back in. Problem number 3 is that you lose structure. You have a break from the gym for a few days, maybe you skip the odd session here and there, you scrap cardio altogether, you stop following the training program or start doing the exercises that you prefer. So now all of a sudden your expenditure is really low, your calories are probably a lot higher, and you're creating that perfect environment to start regaining body fat back. And problem number 4, probably one of the biggest ones, is thinking that you have now finished because you have reached your goal. As I said earlier, getting in shape, getting lean is just part 1 of the process. Staying lean and staying in shape for the rest of the year to maintain your results is part 2. Because let's be honest, you didn't start a diet with the mindset of that I'm gonna regain all this weight back. Surely we started a diet because we want to change our life because we didn't like what we were before. The idea is that we maintain our results. You've got to put as much effort into maintaining your physique as you did when you were dieting. What's the solution to all of this? Well, it's called a reverse diet. What is a reverse diet? A reverse diet is where we transition from a dieting phase into either a maintenance, a performance, or a build phase. Because you don't have to stay on low calories forever as you did in a diet, you can bring your calories back up to a point where you can now maintain your physique, all whilst eating more calories. And this is the process you've got to go through if you want to maintain your physique for the rest of the year. I have just gone through this process myself. This was me when I finished my photo shoot, eating 1,500 calories, and this is me now a couple of months on, eating 2,500, having stepped into more of a performance phase, now training for a Hyrox and maintaining my physique. I've literally kept my weight training the same, I've changed my cardio to more Hyrox specific work, I've kept tracking my calories throughout this entire process, and I've gradually built them up over time. Don't get me wrong, after my photo shoot I had a takeaway, a couple of treats, but I limited myself to a couple of days of eating shit, and then I got straight back into the work because I know I don't want to waste all the hard work I've just put in getting in shape. So if you are someone who has just finished a diet and you want to stay in shape, you do not want to go back to how you were before you started the diet, then download my How to Eat More and Stay Shredded guide. Because inside that, I'll show you how to work your calories to take you from a calorie deficit into a maintenance phase without gaining body fat back. You'll see a foolproof way what you need to do over the next coming weeks, how much training you need to do, and how to stay lean for the rest of the year. Click the link in the description and download yours today. And if you've enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button and I will catch you on the next one.